Today, these two teams, Piketon from Piketon, Ohio, and Rock Hill from Pedro, Ohio, compete on today's HiQ, presented by King's Daughters Medical Center. From the studios of Cool Hits 105.7, in conjunction with MyTown TV, here's the host of HiQ, Ernie Anderson.
Thank you, MJ McKay, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen in the studio, and those of you who have been previous winners are back in this section of our double elimination game. So you know how it works. We'll start with a warm-up round. Piketon, it's your first question on genetic disorders. Name the lifelong genetic condition passed down from both parents. It causes red blood cells to change from their usually donut shape to a moon shape, causing them to clump together and become caught in blood vessels. People of African descent make up 90% of the population with this disorder in the U.S.
Sickle cell?
That's it. And you pick up 10. Your genetic disorder questions now, Rock Hill. This is inherited when both parents contain a certain gene, causing patients to produce thick and sticky mucus, inhibiting their respiratory, digestive, and reproductive systems. It gets worse over time and generally leads to an early death, most commonly between the ages of 30 and 50.
Cystic fibrosis?
Is right. Now stay with you for an astronomy question. He made contributions in astronomy, mathematics, geography, musical theory, and optics. He compiled a star catalog and the earlier surviving table of the trigonometric function and established mathematically that an object and its mirror image must make equal angles to a mirror. Name the 2nd century Greek from Alexandria.
Pythagoras?
Not him. Piketon. Sam.
Aristotle?
It was Ptolemy. Your astronomy question, though. This Italian measured how long it took the planets Jupiter and Mars to rotate. He also discovered 4 moons of Saturn and the gap in the planet's rings. When NASA launched a satellite to orbit Saturn and its moons in 1997, it was fittingly dubbed with his last name. Sam?
Galileo?
No, not Galileo. Jared?
Vivaldi.
It was Giovanni Cassini for the Cassini probe, if you remember that. Back to you, though, Sam, with authors. I'll give you a list of works. You name the author. The Gift of the Magi, The Ransom of Red Chief, The Green Door, and The Last Leaf.
Pass.
All right, do you know, Jared?
Johnson.
It's O. Henry. Your author's question. I'll give you a list of works. You name the author. Dubliners, A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, and Finnegan's Wake.
Heaney.
No? Sam?
Williams?
It's James Joyce. Another one for you, Jared. Alphabetically, 2 answers needed. Alphabetically, the first and last of the noble gases.
Agron and neon?
No? Sam?
Argon and xenon?
Argon and xenon, correct. For another 10 for you, brings you to 20. And your periodic table question, 2 answers. After steel, these are the 2 most used metals. One is from the Latin ferrum. The other is a weak metal in the boron group, first discovered by Danish physicist Hans Christian Ørsted. Answer, Sam?
Iron and nickel?
No?
Iron and aluminum.
Are the 2. And that ends the first round of play with a 20-20 tie. These teams are familiar with ties here and there. And we'll be back to start the bonus round. And we'll talk to our team captains when HiQ returns.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
Hot summer days call for a refreshing stop at Clark's Pub and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Dutch Miller Auto, the time is now to get into the vehicle you want. Dutch Miller currently has the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles with an amazing inventory starting below $300 a month. Have a trade-in? There's never been a better time to get more than right now, as Dutch Miller is giving up to 30% above fair market value for any trade-in. Don't see the vehicle on our lot you want? Then ask about the Dutch Miller Advantage, which means you can order the vehicle you want, the way you want it, faster. Only at DutchMillerAuto.com.
Well, we have a 2020 tie after our warm-up round, as it should be. And we're going to go to our respective teams now. We're going to go to Rock Hill, Ohio. It's all Ohio for this segment of our games that we're doing. And Jarrett, what do we need to know about Rock Hill that maybe we haven't learned, or if you just want to reiterate?
Well, Rock Hill High School is in Pedro, Ohio. We've got about 300 kids. Our principal's Sam Gu, love him. Coach is Tammy Reed, she's great. And it's our third time on High Q, and this is how we do it at the Hill.
Oh, at the Hill. Well, all right. All right, Sam, Piketon, follow that.
Well, our coach is Olivia Day, and our principal is Jeff Reuter, and our school in our area is known for our musical program.
Oh, and those of you in the band, did we establish that at one time, or chorus, or?
I do band.
Girl?
And
Music?
most of us do musicals.
Play piano. Well, very literate group. When it comes to the odds, perhaps we'll have an odds question along the way. But the questions I have now will begin with Rock Hill in the bonus round, where, as you'll remember at home, I'll give them a 15-point clue. They have a chance to answer it on that, or move to the 10-point clue, which gives us a little more information, and maybe even the 5-point clue, which pretty much nails what we're looking for. Presidential facts is your category for 15. I was born in Berkeley, Virginia, educated at Hampton-Sydney College, the oldest privately chartered college in the southern United States.
Pass.
I defeated Tecumseh's Indians at Tippecanoe in 1811.
Zachary Taylor?
No, 10 points if you know, Sam and company.
Jackson.
No, I served only 31 days as president, dying of pneumonia. William Henry Harrison. Multi-meaning word for you, Piketon. It can refer to a Colorado city 100 miles south of Denver and is on the front range of the Rocky Mountains.
Boulder.
Not Boulder, so you can take the 15 points, move on to the bonus round if you know it from that clue.
Pass.
You're looking for Pueblo. Would have told about Indians and building buildings with adobe and so forth. I have a stone question for you for 15. Latin for stone of Lashword. This semi-precious stone has been mined in Afghanistan for 6,000 years.
Lapis lazuli?
That's it for 15. All right. Your bonus round is C in math. Answer these math terms, all beginning with a letter C. I got many C's in math and D's. And 5-pointer, a value that does not change.
A constant.
A constant is right. How about in a right triangle, it is a ratio that represents the length of a side adjacent to an acute angle to the length of the hypotenuse.
Cosine?
For 10 more. Now for 15, objects and figures that have the same size and shape. These shapes can be turned into one another with a flip, rotation, or turn.
Congruent.
Congruent. Your math teacher will be very happy. You pick up 30 points on that bonus. And we come back to you, Sam and Piketon, for an author question. 15, her autobiography, The Story of My Life, was published while she was still in college. 5 years later, she wrote The World I Live In.
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller is right. An assist from your teammate there, giving you 35 total at the moment and a chance for more in your bonus. Proverbs, fill in. For 5 points, all that glitters is blank, blank. Sam?
Not gold.
Not gold is right. All that glitters is not gold. Imitation is the sincerest form of
Flattery.
That's right. And you can catch more flies with blank than with blank. So 2 answers there.
Honey and water.
No? Jared? Your answers?
Honey and vinegar.
Yes, that's right, for 15. Authors and their works coming up. But first, we must do by the numbers, and it's for you, Jared and team. 15-point clue. This was a leap year starting on Tuesday of the Gregorian calendar and a leap year starting on Saturday on the Julian calendar. The Common Era CE and Anno Domini. Designations. Great Britain and Prussia agree to begin peace negotiations to end the 7 Years' War.
Pass.
The Great Fire of Boston, Massachusetts destroyed 349 buildings and marks the biggest conflagration in the American colonies up to this time.
Pass.
As a number, it's the number of yards in a mile. Doing some quick math in their heads, perhaps.
1760.
Is right for 5. 1760. Let's see what we have with authors and their works. Who wrote Jane Eyre? It's your bonus.
Pass.
All right. 5 points for you if you know.
Pass.
Charlotte Bronte. Let's see if we can get this fashion bonus, and it's for you, Piketon. 15-point clue. This is an item of clothing consisting of a long, hooded garment with wide sleeves developed during the early Middle Ages and is similar to a cloak.
A cowl.
Cowl is right. Nice job on the 15-point clue. The last clue would have been maybe America's Got Talent judge Simon has one. We didn't need that though, but let's see on mythological pairs now for 5 points. Food and drink of the gods.
Ambrosia.
And?
Nectar.
Yes. All right, now for 10 more. Son of the goddess of love and the Greek goddess of the soul. She was born a mortal woman with beauty that rivaled Aphrodite. Name these 2 who were later married.
Hades and Persephone.
No, always good to guess. Jared. Any answers?
Pass.
Cupid and Psyche. And that will end our bonus round. 85-70 in favor of Rock Hill. The 62nd round comes up right after this.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
Stultz Pharmacy now has a new location in South Shore. Stultz Pharmacy is now located at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore and will retain the name you've known and loved for years, McDonald Pharmacy, offering the same great service you'll find in the Greenup and Wheelersburg locations, including free delivery service and drive-through service. And you can also get vaccinations and allergy shots at all 3 locations. Now you can get great prescription service and more at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Wheelersburg, and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive in South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Credit unions are small and can't compete with us big banks. Who are you calling?
I'm just trying to get through your bank's automated system to talk to a real person.
Well, 2 can play at this game. Oh, I think I have the wrong number.
At Members Choice, we are small enough that a real person will answer your call.
Well, we are a very large and very busy organization.
But large enough that you will be able to access your money through our technology and our global network of ATMs.
Welcome back. We have an 85-70 score. Good game, as we expect, between Rock Hill and Piketon. Jared and his team from Rock Hill with a 15-point lead. However, Piketon and Sam get to start first. Our categories are Shakespeare characters, A through J in order, U.S. museums by cities, Oi, and 2021 Billboard songs in Spanish. What do you like?
We'll go for 2021 Billboard song titles in Spanish.
All right. Being brave. Here we go. I'll give you the artist and Spanish title. You give me the English. Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, Quédate.
Without You?
No. Drake, in La Biblia.
In the Bible?
Ed Sheeran, Malos Hábitos.
Bad Habits?
Yes. BTS, Manteca.
Monster?
No. The Weeknd and Ariana Grande, Guarda tus lágrimas.
Yeah. Save Your Tears?
Billie Eilish, Más feliz que nunca.
Happier Than Ever?
Justin Bieber, Melocotones.
Pass.
Lizzo and Cardi B, Rumores.
Rumors?
Silk Sonic, Deja la Puerta Abierta.
Pass.
Kanye West, Zelda. And time runs out. 2, 4, 6 of those. Nicely done in Spanish, brings you to 130. All right, Jared and Rock Hill, I'll give you the Spanish title. The artist, you give me the English. Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, Quédate.
Stay.
Stay is right. BTS, Manteca.
Butter.
It is. That's the word for butter in Spanish, manteca. Justin Bieber, Melocotones. Answer?
Pass.
Peaches. And Kanye West, Zelda.
Pass.
Jail.
Jail.
So 2 for your side. That brings you to 105, 130 for Piketon and Sam. Okay, which are the remaining categories for you?
Oi.
Oi. All right, here we go. All your responses will have the letters O-Y together. Tofu source.
Soy.
More specific?
Soybean.
Yes. An excursion taken for pleasure, but usually marked by reckless driving.
Joyride.
Victor Herbert's setting for his babes.
Pass.
Refuse to patronize a business or product.
Pass.
A channel marker for boats.
Buoy.
Jupiter spacecraft.
Pass.
Japanese car company maker of the Corolla.
Toyota.
A showy American butterfly, or a ruler exercising authority in a colony on behalf of a sovereign.
Viceroy.
2-word term used to express dismay, frustration, or grief.
Oy vey.
A rigid fabric, usually cotton, made up of pile-cut yarn that's been woven and cut into cords or wails. This is your last one.
Nope.
All right, but you did the same, picking up 6, 165 for you. All right, Sam and company, you'll get a chance to pick up the ones they missed or passed on. And Oi, so those letters will be together in Victor Herbert's setting for his babes.
Pass.
Toyland. Refuse to patronize a business or product.
Destroy.
Boycott. Jupiter spacecraft.
Voyage.
No, it's Voyager. And a rigid fabric, usually cotton, made up of pile-cut yarn that's been woven and cut into cords or wales. Or
Corduroy.
Corduroy is right. So one of those brings you to 140 for Piketon, 165 for Rock Hill, and we'll complete the game with our Stump the Experts round. We're 20 points apiece when High Q returns.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
At Dutch Miller Auto, the time is now to get into the vehicle you want. Dutch Miller currently has the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles with an amazing inventory starting below $300 a month. Have a trade-in? There's never been a better time to get more than right now, as Dutch Miller is giving up to 30% above fair market value for any trade-in. Don't see the vehicle on our lot you want? Then ask about the Dutch Miller Advantage, which means you can order the vehicle you want, the way you want it, faster. Only at DutchMillerAuto.com.
Hot summer days call for a refreshing stop at Clark's Pub and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
All right, and welcome back. What a great game as we've expected with two previous winners, Rock Hill and Piketon, 165 to 140 in favor of Rock Hill at the moment. We'll see how we fare after Stump the Experts. Beginning with you, Piketon. An audio question. I need two answers from you. This song spent an agonizing 10 weeks at number 2 in 1981, the record for the most weeks at number 2 in Billboard chart history, held from number 1 by Olivia Newton-John's single Physical for 9 consecutive weeks, and then by Hall & Oates, I Can't Go For That, No Can Do for a 10th week. Listen, name the song and the group.
I need to know if you feel it too. Maybe I'm wrong. Won't you tell me if I'm coming on too strong? This heart of mine has been hurt before. This time I wanna be sure.
Almost sang the title for you there. Title and group.
Pass.
All right, Jared and team.
I've been waiting for a long time. Pop.
It's Waiting for a Girl Like You by Foreigner. But your audio question needing two answers. Here are Eric Weisberg and Steve Mandel with a song which spent 4 weeks at number 2 in 1973, kept from number 1 by what would turn out to be the record of the year, Killing Me Softly by Roberta Flack. Name both the song and the Burt Reynolds movie in which it was featured. All right, the song and the movie.
Dueling Banjos and Deliverance.
That is correct. All right, now, scientists. We'll stay with you, Jared. Who was the Scottish mathematician and scientist responsible for the classical theory of electromagnetic radiation, describing electricity, magnetism, and light as different manifestations of the same phenomenon for the first time?
Smith.
No. Piketon? 20 points if you know.
Tesla.
It was Maxwell, James Clerk Maxwell. But your scientist question. This Englishman took science to new heights with his 1897 discovery of the electron, the first subatomic particle. He also found the first evidence that stable elements can exist as isotopes and invented one of the most powerful tools in analytical chemistry, the mass spectrometer.
Bohr.
No, not Niels Bohr. Jared.
Pass.
It was J.J. Thompson. All right, chess terms for you. Anybody play chess in the house? Oh, okay, we'll see. What chess term means sacrifice, usually of a pawn, used to gain an early advantage in space or time in the opening? It also named a 70s game show hosted by Wink Martindale, in which the object was to hit 21 or as near to that as possible. For you, Sam.
Bust.
No? Raquel?
Capitulate.
It was gambit. Your chess terms. A tactic also known as removal of the guard, in which a defensive piece is captured, leaving one of the opponent's pieces undefended or underdefended.
Rush.
No? Sam?
Pass.
It's undermining. Back to you, though, Jared, for a rhyming compound words question. By the 19th century, this hyphenated rhyming pair meant an involuntary spasmodic movement of limbs or features and sudden, irregular, or unpredictable movement or style similar to Elaine's dancing on Seinfeld.
Ants in the pants.
No? Sam?
Pass.
Herky jerky.
Oh.
All right, rhyming compound words for you. This name's a 2001 American horror film about siblings pursued by a demonic creature and mysterious serial killer. What is that rhyming compound or those words we're looking for?
Pass.
All right. Jared?
Pass.
Jeepers Creepers. I have a visual question for you, Piketon. This republic is bordered by Costa Rica to the west, Colombia to the southeast, the Caribbean Sea to the north, and the Pacific Ocean to the south. Name this republic.
Panama.
Is right for 20 points. Brings you to 160. All right, your visual question now, Jared and Rock Hill. Badminton and football are the most popular sports in this republic. It's among the only 5 countries that have won the Thomas and Uber Cup, the World Team Championship of men's and women's badminton. It shares land borders with Papua New Guinea, East Timor, and the eastern part of Malaysia.
Indonesia.
Indonesia is right, another 20. At the end of the game, we will see if we need a deciding game when High Q returns.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
Stultz Pharmacy now has a new location in South Shore. Stultz Pharmacy is now located at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore and will retain the name you've known and loved for years, McDonald Pharmacy, offering the same great service you'll find in the Greenup and Wheelersburg locations, including free delivery service and drive-through service. And you can also get vaccinations and allergy shots at all 3 locations. Now you can get great prescription service and more at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Wheelersburg, and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive in South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Credit unions are small and can't compete with us big banks. Who are you calling?
I'm just trying to get through your bank's automated system to talk to a real person.
Well, 2 can play at this game. Oh, I think I have the wrong number.
At Members Choice, we are small enough that a real person will answer your call.
Well, we are a very large and very busy organization.
But large enough that you will be able to access your money through our technology and our global network of ATMs.
All right, at the end of the game, we find Rock Hill the winner, 205 to 160 over Piketon. Very well played teams, which means Rock Hill will now join George Washington from West Virginia, Russell from Kentucky, and Wheelersburg in Ohio in our final games, which you won't see for 5 weeks because in the interim, we're going to do our junior high tournament. And we have Ironton, Greene and Sciotoville Community Junior High Schools in those games. So you'll see 5 games with them, and then you'll see the finale of the high school division when High Q returns after our junior games. So for all of the production crew, Jeremy Sutherland and my buddy MJ McKay, who's on the air before me, 10 to 2, join me 2 to 6 weekdays on Cool Hits 105.7, coolhits1057.com. Remember to adopt a spayed or neutered pet for a lifetime of love. We'll see you with the junior high games next week on High Q. See ya.